Hello, this is Big Clinky coming to you live from the Shandu Coliseum in the game Tales of Xillia on PlayStation 3. This is a test of the live commentary functions of my Elgato Game Capture HD, which has the ability to do live commentary recordings within the device itself, provided you have a microphone plugged into the computer, which is what I'm doing. So hopefully you can hear both my audio and the game audio not too loudly, and also you can, well, yeah, there shouldn't be any desync between my audio and what's happening in the game, and you shouldn't be able to hear any sounds from the TV through my microphone. So hopefully, if you hear any of that, please tell me, because that's not what I want to happen. But anyway, why am I here doing this? Well, I want to just test out commentary by explaining a certain method of level grinding that I like to do in this game. And yeah, I decided to do this because it's fairly simple, and it's something that I can't really just upload a non-commentary video because it requires explanation. So, this is a method of leveling up very quickly in Tales of Xillia, and it requires the arena. It also requires quite a bit of preparation, and it requires a certain piece of equipment. This piece of equipment is the Demon Seal, which gives double experience, but the wearer will have every status effect except Petrify, so yeah, fighting with them is kinda gonna suck. And before you get any ideas, oh yeah, I can just not use them in the battle and it'll still work, right? Except there's a catch. The wielder must participate in the entire battle, so yeah. However, there is a loophole in this. You see, in the solo challenges in the arena, all of your other party members are still considered to be participating in battle, even though they're not actually there. And thus, they get the double experience from the Demon Seal without actually physically having to fight. This is a very useful method of grinding. Why is it that Rowan is the only one who doesn't have that? It's because Rowan is the absolute best at clearing the arena challenges really quickly. Mainly because he has a certain move called Tidal Wave, or as I like to call it, blah 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 Tidal Wave, after, any people who play Tales of Vesperia will get that. Anyway, blah blah Tidal Wave, is an attack that creates a gigantic tidal wave that hits pretty much everything in the arena multiple times, and is absurdly powerful. Now, normally, it is kind of mitigated somewhat by its high TP cost, but you can get around that with skill combinations, and the fact that it has ridiculously long cast time. But there are ways to get around this. Firstly, Rowan's equipment. So, the Mystic Emblem reduces casting time by 20%. I'm not sure if there's a better accessory that does this. There might be, but if there is, please tell me. But yeah, this reduces casting time by 20%, which definitely helps. You also have a certain combination of skills that you need on Rowan. That would be queued spellcasting. This means that if you ever cancel or get knocked out of a spell animation, when you start casting the spell again, you'll pick up where you left off. This is absolutely vital. And reduction's pretty good too. When casting the same spell twice in a row, the second one only consumes 50% of the TP cost. So with this, the TP consumption of Tidal Wave is completely negligible. When you combine that with TP gain, which restores 2% of your TP every time you defeat an enemy. So you will never have to worry about, you will never have to worry about running out of TP. Also, there's a 10% chance of you not spending any TP at all with Absolute Reduction equipped. Now, you want Overclocked on because Spirit Arts do 50% more damage at the cost of 30% more TP, which doesn't matter because we're not going to run out of TP anyway. Anti-Magic is actually quite a useful skill to have here. Basically, this means all magic cast on Rowan has no effect. Normally, this is a kind of a bad thing because it means that allies can't use supportive magic or healing. However, in Solo Arena, of course, allies are not going to be able to do that, so all this does is makes you immune to enemy spells, which is excellent, so it has no drawbacks. Also, yeah, you can have Conductor 3 to improve casting time, and this one, Conductor 2, this is absolutely vital. This is so ridiculously overpowered it's not even funny. This makes it so that Rowan cannot be flinched while he is casting a spell. And considering what we're going to be doing here, this is just hilariously broken in the arena. You'll see why. I've also got Mage Stun, lets you have a 5% chance of stunning enemies with magic. Don't really need that. HP Restoration Card. I'll see if any of these others are useful. Oh yeah, Combo 7. Recover 1% TP for every 9 hits. Considering Tidal Wave's going to be hitting a lot, that will be counting for quite a bit. Don't exactly need Experience Share. And just equipping a bunch of these on him. So, with these skills and the 20% casting time boost, Rowan should be able to, well, you kind of should see for yourself. Now, how I've got his art set up is, I have Tidal Wave on Circle, and I have L1 and Circle set to Fireball. We will only be needing these 2 spells for the entire arena run. Fireball will not be used until the very end, but it's absolutely essential because the boss is pretty much the one thing that doesn't get destroyed by Tidal Wave. And in fact, the boss is actually the only thing troublesome about this entire thing, so I will talk about that boss later. And also, before doing this, want to eat a food item that boosts the experience that you gain in battle. I already have that, as you can see by the knife and fork icon here that has a 4 next to it. That means I have 4 battles of this food effect. So, with that, we need to go to the arena. We need to select Apply to Fight. We need to choose Advanced Single. Beginner Single does not give enough experience. And we have to select Rowan because everybody else here has a, ridiculous number of bad statuses on them. And you have to pay a very small entry fee, but if you're advanced as late into the game as I am, this should be completely negligible to you. Now, the thing about arena challenges is you're actually given your own pool of items for them. You don't use your own items. And this actually helps because some of these items are kind of useful, which I'll talk about later. And it's battle time. You're about to see just how overpowered Tidal Wave is here. Step 1. Stand in the middle of the arena and charge up Tidal Wave. I've got a... Okay, you stunned me out of that, but I can pick up where I left off from the casting, and now everything dies. Now, literally rinse and repeat. I have a skill that lets me continuously charge a spell even after it's already fully charged. You'll notice that I'm also recovering health from every enemy that dies, so I'm actually at no risk of dying here at all. The only risk here is falling off the arena, and there's only really one enemy later on that can actually do that to you. So yeah, keep charging up Tidal Waves and keep just killing everything. The only enemies left here are the ones that resist water. Gotta love that immunity to flinching while casting. Completely broken here. And wait for it. And basically everything dies. These guys are actually kind of annoying though, especially that water one. That swimming animation there. Has a tendency to push you out of the arena if you let it. Okay, let's hope both of those ones die. The water one is actually the most dangerous because he can actually push you off the arena very easily. So I like to fireball him sometimes. Thankfully I mage stunned him, so that's good. Okay, now here, okay, the boss is coming up quite soon. This isn't the boss, even though it is a boss class enemy. What I like to do on this enemy, because surprisingly enough, he's actually very easy, is to go into my items and use the syrup bottle, which makes you immune to status problems. This is going to be vital for the actual boss fight that's coming up after this, because he can art seal you, and if he art seals you, you're basically dead. I think I can take some time to explain how the boss fight's going to work now, because the boss fight is, well, either you or him is going to be dead in about 2 seconds, so you have to know exactly what to do. Basically, you want to fireball him immediately and hope that he dies. If he doesn't die, you are likely to be completely obliterated, so this takes a little bit of, it might take a few attempts to actually get the boss here right, but hopefully I can do this. Okay, use a syrup bottle, and now go for fireball on this guy. Okay, here is the boss. I have to make sure I'm facing him. Fireball. Crap. Ah, great, I might be dead here. Okay, and he's gone.
With age comes much experience.
Literally much experience. Look at that, and he's not even getting the full benefit of that experience. So yeah, that fight is actually very nerve-wracking. If you don't fireball him incredibly quickly, he will most likely combo you to death, and there is very little you can do about it. Having these defensive and healing skills on Rowan really helps. Yeah, that fight really gets your adrenaline running because, like Ivar said, when he's saying you won't even have time to strike, he is not kidding. And if you don't use that syrup bottle, all of his regular attacks can art seal you, and if you get art sealed, you're basically dead. So, that final fight is really the only difficult thing about this grinding method, so you might want to practice that a lot. Okay, spicy chicken roll gives you double the experience. So yeah, that is a complete arena run with Rowan. Dominated the advanced single battle by spamming Tidal Wave. I'd like to try this without Tidal Wave and see if it's actually a challenge, but, yeah, and now interview time. Of course he's talking about preventing back pain. Granted, Rowan is awesome. If you're not familiar with Tales of Xillia, yeah, if you're just experiencing him through this, Rowan is a pretty awesome character. He's probably one of my favorite old characters in any RPG. Anyway, you get a bit of money from that, but really that's not the main benefit. The main benefit is, notice that everyone has gained a fair amount of experience, and we were all around level 72 last time, and now a few people are 74 and 73, so, yeah, this is generally, and considering that whole run of the arena only took about a little over a minute, this is actually quite a quick grinding method, so this is a very good method of leveling up quickly in this game. Anyway, this has been a quick test of live commentary. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will hopefully see you in a console game where I actually do a proper live commentated playthrough, so I will see you then. My game audio sounded a little soft there, so I am going to just do a bit of testing here with... This is going to end incredibly horribly. Let's see what Grandmaster does. What do we got? 10 apple gels, we have All Divide and Hourglass. Okay, let's see how horribly we die. The thing about this mic is that I have to be constantly talking, otherwise it'll put the game audio back up. Oh, right, we're fighting the other party members. I forgot about this. Hi, Leia. Oh, no, that's going to come more into a Mystic Art, can't it?
I'll help.
I need to press auto items. You're healing, aren't you? Yes, you are.
I'll help.
Well, Leia's gone.
I'm ready.
Oh, hi, Elise. You're an even better healer. Oh, and Alvin at the same time. Okay. This is probably gonna end badly. Well, that took... Oh, no. What are you doing? Thank you for going down there. Hi, Alvin. This is what you get for being a traitor. Just me, is your AI really pathetic or something? Okay, Jude, and I'm guessing... Oh, it's just Jude. You just buffed your attack power, didn't you? Oh. Okay, yeah, you can use that flash step thing. Okay, yeah, you are a lot more challenging than the others, and you can heal yourself. And you're gone. And next would be Mila. Hi, Mila. Well, Mila, your Achilles heel is that you cannot actually heal. So, this... I don't know if this is exactly easy. Ow!
Condemnation!
Stop glitching. I don't even know... Oh, okay, good. You can't get ring out in here! Please, thank you.
I'm tenfold more formidable than my youthful days.
Okay, I actually won. I did not expect that at all. I think that's the first time I've actually won Grandmaster. Yeah, sorry all other party members, you kinda got fireball spammed to death. Okay then. And I get the boosted experience.
Room for improvement.
Does that mean that the experience boost for the demon seals applies to all of them as well, even though I just beat them up? That's interesting. I think, yeah, the standard run of the arena gives more experience than that, so, we just win money. That's a little underwhelming. I think you have to beat it with all characters to get some kind of special thing. And how much experience did we get from that? Not as much as we really could have. But, well, interesting to know that I actually am capable of beating Grandmaster with Rowan. Yeah. Probably due to all those ridiculous skills I stacked on him, like no flinching while casting, which is incredibly broken. But, anyway, that was interesting. I feel bad for having to beat up everyone else in the party, but, well, it did give us some experience, but less than the solo challenge, so that one's